Hey man.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Everything good?
Good, 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 good.
Yeah, yeah,
How have you
yeah,
been? What have you been
yeah.
doing?
Uh, Over the last 15 years, it was great, and I got engaged, and I'm gonna get married
Oh, you got
at the end of
engaged?
yeah.
Mate, that's
I'm
insane.
yeah, I'm gonna get married at the end of the year. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How did it happen?
Actually, it was yesterday, and it totally depends on the parents. It's Indian custom is totally different. It's apart from the it's different countries like the UK, US. It's customs totally different. The parent decide that boys and girls, yeah,
That's
will
amazing.
get married. Yeah.
I'm a bit emotional now, mate. I'm emotional. That's,
Why did you emotional?
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That'd be
Okay.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but when will the wedding take place? Obviously, will it have to be like
Yeah.
in the future?
Yeah, actually, wedding place. So it's a wedding place is totally depends on the lockdown because
Yeah, yeah.
it's a November. So I think Indian custom is the parents and the relatives or relatives is decide that the one garden is the one garden, and the I think the 100 and 200 persons and the boys and girls and the family members are the party, and then it's a worshippers in the puja and the sat fairy, that kind of stuff. I really like it. I
I
really
feel,
like it. The Indian custom.
I
You know,
feel
you
like
will you will figure out the Indian custom and it's a rituals. Then you that will blow your mind. You will like it.
well,
It's totally
this is the thing because obviously, like especially in England, there's obviously there's a lot of those Indian families that live in England. So
yeah, yeah,
often, I haven't been, but lots of my friends have been to Indian weddings, and I get the impression that Indian weddings are like the best. Like they're
yeah.
just loads of
It's best.
like colours, all
Yeah.
loads of people. It looks like good fun.
And even the is the foreigners like USA people and all the other peoples are adopting this culture nowadays. It's
Yeah.
a really awesome. It's quite fascinating.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm very pleased to hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So Nick, yeah, last time you asked me about the Elon Musk, and I have
Yes,
completed all the books. Yeah,
I
there's the
remember. I
book.
remember.
I completed all the books. Yeah,
All right. So, tell, okay. So I know we don't have too long, but tell me what's okay. First of all, your initial thoughts on the book. What did you
yeah.
think?
Actually, okay, I'm going to tell you the funny part and the best part. The
Okay,
funny
awesome.
part is it's the funny part is the CEO co-founder is just Les Perry is his name. Elon Musk is afraid of him because his thoughts of a co-founder I forget his name. He was he want to technology in the next level. It's like he want to enhance the robots and so that and that will destroy the mankind. So Elon Musk is afraid that the first step I like it, and the best part is the best part, and even the problem I think every single problem is that it's about Musk said is if we have a question, if we have a question and we don't know about a question, and if we figure out the question what to ask, then it can be easily, we figure out the question, and then it can be easily for the relative the answer.
The what? Sorry. The
I read the question. Like, okay, so Musk said is it's the really tough thing is figure out what question to ask. Musk said
what,
once you figure out the
what question?
question, then yeah, once you figure out the question, then the answer is relatively easy.
Hmm.
What do you think? Just like I'm a student, I don't know, I haven't decided. If I don't decide right now what the next topic I'm going to speak with the Nick West. So it's not the conversation will not good. So that's why this kind of service. Yeah,
So he's talking about the question being one of the most important things.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. In what respect? In what context of like conversation, or when you're trying to solve a problem, you want to make sure you're asking the right question.
I'm just I mean I said this quotation, I mean this must said it means the Musk. I'm talking about the Musk. He was a totally intelligent person, expertise. He where he get a knowledge. He read the books. he's a little bit of scientist, he a little bit of engineer, but he's a business tycoon. He's totally expert in the business. He reads all the books and novel books, and so there is a get a knowledge. So his perspective is that if we have a question and we don't know about the question, so we can reach there. If we once we figure out the question, then it can be easy to solve the answer. So just like he said, he was solving the PayPal, he sold the PayPal, and he took a risk on the and the, again his on different dreams. So yeah,
Does it give
I
any?
think yeah, I think he was wondering about his next to next dreams. Yeah,
Because he's got a fascinating story, hasn't he?
yeah, it's a, yeah, but I want to say something about he was as a if you are a business buff, you will like it, you will like this book, and you are supposed to read it. But despite being an engineer, I like it a little bit. I read a lot of books about scientists like Stephen Hawking, and one of the most and famous great scientist is APJ Abdul Kalam in India. It's a Indian aerospace science scientist, and also is a former president of India in 2015. Yeah, in 2007. Yeah. So even the Elon Musk is respect him because his perspective is in terms of technological views totally different. Beyond your imagination. If you stay here and you in front of your house is the space station, and they are making rockets and missiles, and you see every time, and you imagine that I can make it, and you don't have any knowledge how can you make it, but he's thinking solely. Even he was a child in 15 years old, he made it a rocket in his own, and his perspective different. I like the man.
Yeah, I think.
Compared to the Elon Musk, but you can you like it, Elon Musk.
I think.
This book is talking about his risk particularly.
And does it give you much of an insight into his personality?
Yeah, inside his personality. I like this attitude, how to take a risk, and most important part I would like when I read this book is he took a knowledge from books. He don't know about a space and technology. He don't know about a Tesla motors, but he just took a knowledge from books. So I think that if you are a business buff and the people would like to business tycoon, so I think they don't they have a little bit of knowledge of everything. I like it, just like they don't have to. I think they don't are supposed to expertise in all kind of stuff. I mean to say, yeah.
It's like Steve Jobs. He wasn't an
Yeah,
expert
yeah.
in anything, was he either?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Does it talk much about his future plans?
His future plans is totally different. He want to, everybody's knows he want to go in moon and make a building build their houses and that kind of stuff.
On the moon or in Mars?
Yeah, and the moon and Mars every both of things.
Yeah.
But nowadays focusing on the Mars, but after that it's moon. Maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Don't you think it's strange that after the moon landings, no one's been back to the moon? if I was Elon Musk, the first thing I'd do would be to go to the moon. It's just around the corner.
By the way, your question is as good as my mind.
Sorry?
This question as good as my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know about it. What do you think? What do you think?
What, the moon landings?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel that I enjoy reading about conspiracies, and the moon landing conspiracy is a funny one because, like, you'd go back. Surely you're spending if you was going to do a test run to go to a new planet, surely the closest thing you do to test it out would be to go to the moon. So I don't really know, but nowadays is I think the world war about the moon is the space X is the China, ISRO, and the NASA and the UK agencies and Europe agencies, space agencies are fighting who want to build the first
his own build there. You know.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Uh,
do you think that is the SpaceX is a very expansive? You know, he spent a lot of money in the space station. So what do you think about it?
it's a good question because I feel at first I was like, why are they spending so much money on space travel when there's so much of of the world that is in poverty, people going hungry?
Yeah,
It seems like a waste of money, which I feel like that problem still needs to be addressed hugely. But at the same time, you still need to look forward because by looking forward, then the advancements that come in technology, in medicine, in everything can filter back into today as well. So I think it's important to look forward, but I feel like sometimes we do look too far forward instead of looking after what needs to be addressed right now in the world, which it's not in a good state in a lot of countries.
do you know? Do you watch yesterday? Yesterday, China is sending his own missiles on the Mars.
Who is?
It's China.
Oh, really? China's got the
Yeah,
space program up and running as well.
yeah,
Oh, space race is back on.
and the moon as well.
Okay. It'd be interesting to see who's winning the race at the moment, or is it not even a race? Because I know that on the space station there's often Russians, Americans,
Yeah,
and Chinese.
I think obviously the USA.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are all the experts. You know, even the Indian scientists go there, in the NASA and the SpaceX. You know, even you know the Elon Musk want to Indian engineers. You know, they have a capacity to deal with the programming and software developing, and also for the missiles. You know, we in India, is we are a expertise in the space agencies and software developer. You know, yeah, and even you know last I think the 1 years ago we sent the 107 rockets in any single day, yeah, in different countries. It's a you know it's a very cheap, sorry cheap. That's why the Elon Musk want to is Indian scientists, because we work in a little cheap work to
yeah.
it's very easy to, yeah.
And do you feel that it's better now that there's a private space programs rather than it just being government run? Because initially it was NASA was a government project.
Yeah,
Project.
yeah. This it's you know I think the private is it's up to the mark in compared to the government. You know, in I think and you know even the India is during the 2 months in the lockdown, the Indian government is changed all the things. You know, we are going to the capitalization in all the capitalization, and the Indian government is totally free to private sectors to get into the Indian Space Research Organization. So I think the private sector is very good, because you know it can be corrupt as the governments maybe. So yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, potentially all
yeah,
over the place.
yeah.
And what's the next? What is the latest with SpaceX? Do you know? I know they had a recent launch.
I don't know about it. Yeah, but I think 2 months ago I was reading the newspaper. It's about he was again he wanted to again land the moon in the Mars, and again back to the missiles and rockets in his land. Yeah.
There's an astronaut called Chris Hadfield. I don't know whether you've heard of him before. Chris Hadfield, and this guy,
No. Okay.
I've been listening quite a lot recently about space
Okay.
and physics. He's an astronaut,
Okay. I'm
and
going to read about it.
he's written a book which is
Okay.
fantastic, absolutely brilliant book. I
So
think it's called
you,
An
have you read
Astronaut's
it?
Guide to Life. Yeah, it's a brilliant book.
Okay,
Brilliant
I'm
book.
going to read it.
It's called The Astronaut's Guide to Life.
Okay.
All right, Guide to Life. And he's basically been involved with the most space missions, I think, out of anyone. And he on Instagram and on social media, he would show photos of space, doing normal things in space, like drinking, eating, and he'd do like videos and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
I'm going to read
Um,
it. I'm going to read it.
cool, man.
Definitely.
Hey, look,
Okay.
good
Yeah.
to speak with you. Fantastic news very happy for you. Enjoy the rest of your day,
Oh,
week,
thank you.
weekend.
Thank you. Okay.
Cheers, man.
Bye bye. Bye
Speak
bye.
soon. Bye.
Bye.